is notable. I came to Dr. Gulani from Texas, where I had a corneal scar. None of the doctors I'd seen were able to help me, and they all suggested a corneal transplant. But after I did my research, I found out that Dr. Gulani has developed his own advanced procedures that can handle corneal scars to patients such as myself. So in 3 minutes, my corneal scar was removed, and unlike other surgeries which I've read about, I'm still waiting to feel the first pain or effects of discomfort.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Mary Murad from Texas, and we traveled all the way to Jacksonville just to see Dr. Gulani and my son Nopal. He was unfortunately bitten by a spider in his eye last summer, so for the whole year we have struggled with vision, and we have been to multiple specialists, and it's been an ordeal trying to convince him to go to the doctor. And even when we came to Dr. Gulani, we made one trip, and Dr. Gulani said that for patients that come from overseas or different cities, he just does a 2-3 day, so there's a consultation and a surgery together, so we don't have to make a second trip. But since I promised my son I'd give him time to think, and so we had the consultation, and we went back to Houston, and it was his decision whether he wanted to come back here for a surgery or not. And he didn't want to live with the complications, and it's terrible to have ghosting and not be able to drive in lights, and it's just dry eyes. It's just every time I suggested surgery, he would name the complications, and it was sort of like very hard to deal with it. And it was his decision, so I said whenever you are ready, we will go. There's no pressure on you. So it was his decision to have Dr. Gulani do the surgery, and we came back a second time here to Jacksonville. And Dr. Gulani, after the surgery, said that you don't have to stay very long, and I'll put a contact lens in for you, and you can go back to Texas, and any doctor can take it out after 3 days. And we said we're not going to anybody else. We'll come back to you, and even after a month, we have another visit. We'll come back here to Dr. Gulani. So it's essential for me to come back to a doctor that is knowledgeable, because Dr. Gulani does the entire eye, and all the specialists we went to, they didn't do the entire eye. It was just the front, the back. And for me, it's important that the doctor has a knowledge of the complete eye, because the eye's structure is as a whole. You don't separate it into parts. So I was very fortunate to talk to the doctor that has a knowledge of the entire eye. He does young people, old people, multiple techniques. So it's very satisfying to be able to talk to somebody who is not only traveled, written, but also practices what he preaches.